Alright, hey guys, my name is Virus and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the T-80U. Yeah, the T-80U. So we'll start with the armor here. Protection analysis, and yeah, this is basically an up-armored T-80 with quite a bit of armor, to be honest. The front plate, let me just make sure I'm using a long rod round here because that's what most of what you're going to be facing. Like most of the shells you'll be facing will be long rods, so the penetration will be different. But yeah, as you can see, if you don't hit the normal weak spots for these Russian tanks, which is the driver port or the breech or the lower plate, you're going to struggle to go through it. It's going to be super difficult to go through. So the upper front plate is what you would expect from a Russian MBT. You've got a really strong sort of left and right panel here, and the middle sort of driver's hatch and breech is where you want to shoot this thing if you want to immobilize it. You can also go for the lower front plate, but you'll only ever usually get the driver. Sometimes you can get lucky and hit some ammunition in the back and one-shot it if you're at a certain angle. Like if you're shooting up at it, your rounds will usually go up into the ammo carousel and detonate it in one shot. But yeah, these little metal plates, I want you guys to focus on these little metal strips here. Now these are, I think, just straight up steel, or there's some kind of composite maybe. I don't know. But they're definitely add-on armor, and basically when you shoot these, they'll pop off. But they give you an extra 100 to 200 millimeters of protection on them, which is quite nice. It's able to stop most rounds that you'll be facing, including like DM33 and stuff like that. If you shoot them, they just don't go through. But like I said, they do pop off. And after they pop off, if it works like it did on the dev server when this thing was released, you can actually go through where they are. So if this pops off, you shoot it again, and then it goes straight through. So you got to be a little bit mindful or a little bit careful of these actual plates. Your upper front plate isn't as strong as you want it to be against these really high pen DM33 and what's the American one? M829. They make quick work of this when you're not angled as well. You can go through the side of this thing relatively easily. So really, I tend to try and hide my hull as best as I can because that driver's port, as I said, is quite an easy place to pen and pretty big on this tank actually. This sort of goes, this weak point sort of goes along the whole roof of the tank where you can actually go through, and I think that's just because you don't really have any protection, like you don't have any of that composite armor there that can stop these kinetic rounds. So you got to be a little bit careful with this front plate and obviously with the lower plate. Now if we move on to the turret here, it's actually really impressive. I hate fighting this thing because it does have quite a small breach that you have to hit. And a tactic that I like to use in this thing is after I shoot at somebody, I just sort of angle my turret like this. And sometimes they'll get baited into shooting the side here, and it is still super thick. 600 millimeters of armor, sorry. You're really not going to go through this thing reliably from the side. I mean, it is a lot of armor back there, but obviously with most Russian MBTs and pretty much every MBT, the breach is a huge weak spot, so you got to be careful. And I recommend just sort of angling your turret like this, and not your hull though, because your hull's easy to pen, but your turret, just angle it to the side, and unless they're aiming right at the turret ring, they'll struggle to go through it. As for the gun, I'm going to be using a lot of 3BM42 because it is a long rod shell that the Russians get, and that basically makes the Leopard 2A5's armor easy to pen on the lower front plate, I should mention, because this stock 3BM22 really struggles against the 2A5. If we take a look at it here, where is it? Yeah, so if we select the 3BM22 here, you'll notice that it can't really go through this upper plate very reliably. You can go through the lower front plate, but it's really only going to kill the driver, and when you're in like sticky situations, it's probably a lot easier to go through this whole front plate, right? So if you switch to the 3BM42, it basically makes that super easy to pen. Obviously, it is the premium round, if you want to call it that, so you are going to be hemorrhaging silver lions if you use it, and I certainly will be, but it's just, in my opinion, worth it to go through the front plates of Leopard 2A5s. Now, you can also carry an ATGM and a high explosive round, as well as a heat. I'm not going to be using the heat. I won't be using the HE because you guys would murder me in the comments, and I do, at the beginning, bring a couple ATGMs to deal with helicopters, but then later on I realized you don't need to anymore with the Tunguska. So I just drop these completely and don't bring them anymore. So obviously this thing is quick with the gas turbine engine that the T-80s have. So you can nip around the battlefield relatively easily and get to good spots. And not necessarily as quick as some of the other tanks, but you do get around nice and quick. But I think that's everything I want to go over, so let's hop into it. Hope you guys are ready. Because it's that time again. See, the thing is, this is where this tank shines. Sniping, it is amazing at sniping, because it's really hard to hit the weak spots at, you know, at range and stuff like that. And oh, that was an inaccurate shell. You guys see that? Jesus. What's up with this gun? Surely it's not me. We didn't even get the kill. Good meme. I could hardly see that guy. Wow. What are we looking at here? There we go. I'm not too worried about XM1s, but those big ol' Abrams and stuff, that's what I am afraid of. I can hear a guy right in front of us. There we go. Just gotta wait. I think the teammate on A was the reason why he wasn't focusing on me anymore. So, thanks to the teammate on A for being bait. I would have felt awful if he died though. Definitely. But yeah, let's pick up a couple more rounds. I think I need a few more. Hopefully this doesn't get me killed. What did I say? Hopefully this 64B gets him. Alright, we're repaired. I think the 64B is going to get him. Although the 64 did pop smoke. That's not where I was aiming. What? Did you guys see that? Because that was not... Was it? Was I that far right? Anyways, let's try and deal with this guy out here. Oh, is that a Merkava? Hold on, I want to do some science while we wait. No, we can just go straight through it. Okay. I was going to see if we could bounce off that upper front plate, but looks like these rounds just melt the armor. If he keeps pushing forward, I can get him for you. Well, unless I mess up the shot. There we go. Good job. Props to this guy, because we would be very dead without him. Alright, we've got an M1A1 just on the other side of this hill. There we go. Where did that come from? Sounded like it was from over here. Yeah, there he is. He's right there. How do I want to play this? Are you kidding me? I'm so bummed out right now. At least I got his engine. Man, I would have been so mad if he killed me. We're doing really good, actually, today. And I'm quite surprised. We're 8-0 with 1 assist. This is a really good tank. I knew it was good. I was just playing it awfully. Don't know what I changed though. I think I'm just getting really lucky with the guys that I'm fighting right now. That or we're actually playing the vehicle right. Who knows? Alright, it is time. Take up positions. The 2A5s are coming. We one-shotted one. Perfect. I'm worried about back here, because I know that they're crafty little buggers they are. But I think we're okay. Oh, there's one right there. And that was awful play. Uh-oh. Alright, that one's dead. That one guy that shot us earlier is still there. But I'm worried about someone being closer. I think we're okay. Haha! I have won! Bow to me, peasant. Okay. Well, good thing he bounced twice. I should mention, I'm not using the good round that can pen the Leos super easy, so... That's, that was a dumbest decision that I just made, but it didn't really end up killing me in the end. Oh, we pulled back right into the rock. Oh, you would have been so dead there. And, oh, he actually shot. Just make sure we got a nice little sight picture there. No problem. Now, there were 2 teammates over here, and one died. What happened? I'm assuming this XM1's in trouble, right? I hate shooting at breaches for those things. You know what? That's not even worth it. We're calling Artie basically on our teammate. And I'm leaving. Yeah, where'd that come from? Where'd that come from? No. Wait, what? I guess my smoke didn't bloom there? I'm gonna assume that's what happened, is that my smoke didn't actually end up blooming fully. So I've decided to drop the ATGM simply because with the Tunguska flying around, and by flying around I mean taking everything out of the sky that flies around, you don't need ATGMs anymore. You really don't. That thing is basically a walking, talking 8 ATGM anti-cast fun plane killer. I don't know what I just said, but I wasn't even wrong. But yeah, so I took off the ATGMs. I don't think it's going to change anything. But who cares? Finally that guy dies. There's a guy right there. Another XM1. Is this match just filled with XM1s? Well, that's technically not an XM1, so there's my answer. Look at that guy. I think he was reloading. What is going on? Like, why? Well, he's dead. Why is that there? What is this match? I mean, it was an absolute steamroll. I hardly got any kills. Good map design, good balance. That's all that needs to be said, really. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video on the T-80U. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And I will see you in the next one.